Hi guys! How are you doing? I'm so glad you joined me today for a sensory adventure. We're going to take Mo down the river. But first, we've got to warm up our bodies. So let's start with the fingers. Everybody ready for a dance? Get your fingers going. You're doing great. Give me a wave. Very nice. Super duper. The elbows too. Let's see those elbows going. Allow the picture. Let's see the wrists going. Necks and heads. Swing your hair if you've got some. Swing your hair even if you don't have any. Rock that hair. Rock the chin. Up and down chin. Up and down chin. Up and down chin. Up and down cheeks. Smiling, smiling, smiling. Big cheeks. Yeah. Give them a little chunk around. A little massage. Move up to the eyebrows. Ooh, lovely. Rub away all of the frowning. Smooth it all out. Ooh. Ooh, very calming. Ready to go down the river. What about the chin? Calm the chin down a little bit after you've got it all excited. Get it excited again. Like frogs on the river. Just wonder who we're going to see. I wonder who we're going to see on the river. Let's see if we can show you my tummy. See if I can get my tummy into the shot to show you me doing my tummy. It's still me. I'm still here. And bums. Get the bums going. Do the bums. And the hips. And maybe the knees as well. Can we get the feet in? Can we get the feet in? Let's see. My feet are very dirty. One more foot in and then we'll be fully warm. Woo! I definitely didn't just fall over and break a few things in my flat. Whole body! Give yourselves a clap for your wonderful dancing. Very well done. Super duper. Okay. So now we're ready for our sensory story. We're fully awake and alive in our bodies. Let's start the story. So, you all remember Mo? Say hello, Mo. Hello! She's very happy to see you. Very happy indeed. Very happy. Hello! She gets very excited and then she moves her neck a lot. I do. So, Mo is going to go on an adventure down the river. Has anyone ever been on the river before? Some of you have. Has anybody ever pretended to be on the river when they're in the bath? Me too. This is our river. Ooh. Here's our river. Our river is made of a very beautiful bit of translucent fabric. If you've got something similar like a scarf or even just a shimmery top or a towel that's blue or river coloured, you can use this the same way. So our river flows. It flows along all the way through the countryside, along through the towns, through the cities, and out the other side, all the way to the sea. Now, Mo lives in a city. But she's going to go and visit the bit of the river that runs through the countryside. So, on the way to the river, Mo, you might want to, whilst you're playing with this, whilst you're doing your river, you might want to stroke it across your face. It's very soft. Or you might want to flap it to create the breeze of the river onto the person you're playing with's face. That's lovely. So cooling and calming. Ooh. As she's walking, she passes by some flowers. Now, one of the flowers smells very strongly. And when she gives it a good sniff, oh, it smells so strong. It smells so strong. Now, it turns out this isn't a flower, it's a herb. Have you guys got any herbs in your house? Or have you got anything that smells like a herb? You might have some rosemary. You might have some sage. You might have some coriander. You might have some mixed herbs in a pot that somebody in your house uses for cooking. This one, is mint. People have it in teas. People have it in cooking sometimes, in salads. They also have it in shower gel. And the shower gel smells really strong. If you put it under the person you're playing with's nose, give them a good smell. Oh, it'll really get them excited. What does your face do when you smell something that strong? Like mint, or rosemary, or sage, or coriander. I want to sneeze. Has anybody else sneezed? You can also, if you haven't got mint shower gel, you can of course use mint toothpaste. And if you do that, you could even put a little bit on the person you're playing with's tongue to see what happens to their face. Now, what else does Mo pass on her way to getting to the river? A bit of woodland floor that's covered in twigs. Now, if you've got some bubble wrap, you can recreate the sound of Mo stepping on the twigs. If not, you can just listen to me. It's like this. Crack! Oh! She tries to tread very carefully in the woodland floor because she doesn't want to disturb anybody else who's in the woods on the way to the river. But she can't help herself. She keeps cracking the twigs. What happens when you crack your wrapping paper, your bubble wrap? Do you react like me, or are you super cool and calm? So relaxed. Whoa! So she's gone past the mint, through the woodlands, over all the twigs. And now she's going to go through, because she's so close to the river now she's going to go through some reeds. So as she brushes through the rough reeds, where's Helen gone? Hey, I thought I was brushing through the rough reeds. Where have you gone? I'm back. I'm just getting the reeds. So she brushes through the rough reeds. They brush on her arms and her legs. And they're very rough on her skin. Shall you do that? You could brush your hands. Imagine walking through the reeds. You're so close to the river. It's so warm and hot. You can almost taste the water, but you've got to get through these rough reeds first. You can brush your cheeks, if it's clean. This one is because it's brand new. Your neck. Oh, maybe it's tickly. Your forehead. You could also use a hairbrush for this. or any other kind of brush you've got. Finally, she's through the reeds. And just as she's about to submerge herself in the cool water for a swim, she's so excited about it. She's so warm and hot. She hears, oh, what could that possibly be? It's ants running through the undergrowth. How would you react to that if you heard a bunch of ants suddenly creeping and crawling through the undergrowth just as you were about to jump into the river? Would you run away or would you jump into the river? That's what I would do. I'd jump straight into the river. So she jumps straight into the river. Mo dives into the river. Luckily, she's already wearing her swimming costume. And she goes, plop. No, she doesn't. She goes, plop, woo, splashy. If you've got any water, especially if you've got a big bucket that you could maybe plunge your feet into and splash around with, that would be super fun to do at this point. Mo is swimming in the river. If you don't, like me, you can fill up a small Tupperware of water, get a sponge, and imagine what it would be like for Mo to be swimming through the river. Her body would make tracks in the water just like this. Oh, that's refreshing. It's just run down the inside of my sleeve. You can see. It's lovely, actually. I'm very hot. She's swimming in the river. She's doing front crawl. She's doing breaststroke. She's doing butterfly. She's doing backstroke. And she's so cool and calm now. It's lovely. Mo's made it to the river. She's completely submerged. She feels like a mermaid. Mo the mermaid, swimming away in the river. She loves it. Don't you, Mo? Yes, I do. I love to swim. I love it so much because I don't even have to take off my headphones. She's swum off now. Whoa, Mo, come back. On the way, in the river, she met some ducks. Eventually, she swam for so long, she swam all the way to the sea. Now, the way you can tell it's the sea is because you can hear the sound of the pebbles. That's the sound of the pebbles. Can you hear them? As the waves crash on the beach. If you've got any pebbles at home, any gravel in your garden, maybe this is a good moment for you guys to have a feel of it. Grab some gravel and rub your hands in it. If you've got any chains like I've got, you could rub them together to make the sound of the water rushing across the pebbles. Alternatively, you could just rub something metal. It could be a chain, it could be a kitchen fork, some cutlery, across a radiator, like this. Could you hear that? Mo was delighted to be by the beach. She'd made it to her destination. She'd swum all the way downstream till she found the ocean and could sit looking out to sea. What did she do when she got there? Well, of course, she did what anyone would do. She had an ice cream. If you've got an ice cream in the house, you could have an ice cream. If you don't, you could have a banana, a raisin, a date, a strawberry, a cherry, a grape, a glass of orange juice, or even just a big gulp of refreshing water, because it's nice to have a treat once you've arrived at your final destination. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with Mo and I to the river and all the way to the ocean. It's been lovely. If you'd like to check the notes at the bottom of the video, there's a list of all the materials you need or could grab in your home, and I'm really pleased that you could join me today. All that remains is for us to have another final dance, for us to say goodbye to each other. Bye, guys! Wave,